Hello. Hi, John. How's it going? Hello, Keegan. What is up? I know I'm streaming at a different time than usual. I've had to this week my schedule's a bit adjusted, so I had to stream at some slightly different times. But we're here now. Hopefully, I'll stream again this week as well. We'll see. Uh, your tire blew just outside of Portland. Damn, that's tough. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, glad you're tuned into the stream though. Anyway, I'm going to be reviewing some Patron decks. Can't say you expected a stream today. I try to stream like Monday or Tuesday sometime. When I can. um. Anyway, busy day today. But I want to get through some more Patron deck reviews. I guess I'll do maybe one more this month. All right. This list caught my eye because I saw counterbalance and power balance, which I'm a big fan of both of those cards, so I want to check it out. Now, this user said this is a Jeskai Bracket 3 control deck. Aims to find Mind Over Matter, which is in your maybe board, so I don't know if you've changed that. And Rune Ghost to blink Mystic Sanctuary, which enables counterbalance and power balance shenanigans. Right. Levio lets you blink stuff. Also protection for creatures. Yep, lets you use ETBs. Crom is just there for colors and card draw, I assume. Yeah. Oh, I see. In this thing, they said they just learned about Retreat to Coral Helm, and they wasted $55 on Mind Over Matter. Yeah. Okay, the main issue with the deck is there does not seem to be enough early draw due to the importance of representing mana values 1 to 6 via instants and sorceries. And sometimes you get knocked out early game. Okay. This is a neat deck. Let's clone this deck real quick. What up, gamer dude? I'm just reviewing decks from Patreon. Mind Over Matter is pretty sweet, yeah. Who are these partners? You never seen Crom? Crom's like I feel like he's one of the ones I see the most. It's just when an opponent casts their second spell, you draw a card. It's a 4/4 with flying and haste. Live Vivo is much less common. You choose another creature, and then its controller may exile it with an Aegis counter on it. You can choose your opponent's stuff, and then they can decide if they want to exile or not. And then you can pay 3 to return all things with the Aegis counter return to the battlefield. So he lets you blink stuff, right? You can, for 5 mana, flicker one thing, or for 4 mana, you can Aegis counter 2 things, cast a board wipe, recast your commander, then spend 3 mana to activate and put those back. It's kind of a delayed blink effect, which is kind of neat. Yeah, he's like slow, but an interesting effect in the command zone. And at only 2 mana, he's kind of easy to get down. Let's look at this mana curve. Now that's good. Very, like, obviously you don't want a ton of 5 and 6 drops, but it is weirdly even, which is nice for counterbalance and power balance because you want to have everything, which is quite funny. Now, you said you're struggling with early game card draw. Let's sort by mana value here. I agree with you that you don't want to goof the curve too bad. In which case, maybe we should be just adding cards at those mana values that get you that early game card draw, right? So first thing I'm immediately thinking about is Baral might have to go. So looking at Baral, let's look at our instants and sorceries. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8, 9, 10 that don't function with him already. Which is a little awkward. Like it's funny because Baral wants to be in a instant and sorcery heavy deck, but doesn't actually want to be in a cantrip heavy deck because it doesn't actually do anything with cantrips. So I'm wondering if we could swap Baral out with something else that gives us mana advantage or cards. I don't know about Blacksmith's skill. I'm kind of iffy on that. I'm also not sold on some of the sorcery speed set up the top of library cards. There might be a few of these that I want to change as well. The landfall stuff is kind of funny. I get it. You want to blink your Mystic Sanctuary. Not too bad. How many things does this works? Oh, no, I was thinking of a different card. That works on everything. Oh, I really don't like these effects. Things that give you the ability to cast stuff as though they had flash are really good in decks that don't have flash. 1/5 of your deck is already instants. You know what I'm saying? And you use activated abilities to flicker and then utilize effects at instant speed as well. So your deck already operates at instant speed. This doesn't do too much. Like, yeah, I get it. You could flash in an Imperial Recruiter, but then what? If you want to flicker it, you already can do that at instant speed anyway. Then it does nothing. I'm just not a big fan of these effects outside of like creature heavy strategies or enchantment heavy strategies. Speaking of enchantments, I don't know if I like Whirlwind of Thought as our card draw here. Again, we actually have like a decent amount of creatures, and we want to spend mana blinking them because this is a control deck, right? So what you want in a control deck is you hold up your interaction, right? And then if you don't need the interaction, you use your resource engine to give you more value. So you go, I'm holding up Mystic Confluence. Oh, I didn't need Mystic Confluence? Well, then I will blink my, I don't know, Witch Enchanter to just remove something for free. And then that's my value. Because of that, you don't actually end up casting a spell. So Whirlwind of Thought just doesn't trigger in that instance. Am I going to try for a Patreon game this on Spell Table this week? Yes, I will try to. Sometime later this week. I was kind of busy today and yesterday, but maybe tomorrow. I have some new stuff. I want to try like a better looking setup. I don't know if if you're in the Patreon Discord, you'll see there's a few new channels. We're gonna be doing some like deck building challenges and stuff with like prizes. I'll talk about it more in a later video. So I think these are like some of my main cuts. Now, one thing that I think is a really fun card for this type of deck could be You could play like a Mystic Speculation, which is 1 blue, scry 3, but has buyback. Kind of cool in the late game. Lets you like grind for value, get more stuff. I kind of like it over Serum Visions. I know it doesn't draw a card, but it scries 1 deeper if that's what you want to be doing. But honestly, if it's not instant speed, there aren't too many of these effects that are that useful for you. So I'm not even sold on that. Let's add some more early game card draw, like you said you wanted. What about Indy? So Indy's pretty sweet. Whenever you attack, you may discard a card. When you do, you put a counter on target attacking creature against trample. Whenever you discard 1 or more cards, exile the top card of your library. You may play it until your next end step. So this card's pretty sweet. You are already trying to rig the top of your deck in some capacity. And Crom has flying and haste, so he attacks pretty easily. So I do think that this is like a thing you can play early game and then swing with Crom and like get value out of. Now, normally this type of effect is like kind of awkward with counter spells, because if you exile 1, you can't, cast it usually, but this is until your next turn. So it does just put the counter spell effectively in your hand, and then your opponents, if they don't play into it, it's like a time walk. If they do, then you just cast it and you get them. And you don't even have that many counter spells ultimately. And the ones you do have, like Mystic Confluence, you can cast to draw cards. So I think this is a pretty good Inti game. Doing a salvaging station deck contest for next deck reviews month. So I'm not gonna. The deck building challenge is just gonna be on the Discord. You guys are gonna vote on it. I'm not actually gonna be. I'm not the judge. It'll be like a community voted thing. Man, Rune Ghost is just like a blink of land thing, right? Yeah, it is. All right. What else can give early game card draw in Jeskai colors? Now you can play like is it Loyal Companion? What is the blinking dog? Oh, Spirited Companion. There we go. Spirited Companion is like a cantrip early game, and of course, you just blink it with your commander or your other effects, and you draw more cards, which are pretty sweet. You think Runaway Together is strictly better than Bounce Off? Bounce Off, return target creature or vehicle to its owner's hand. Versus Runaway. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Yeah, it's probably better. I mean, there's something to be said about the mana values and having more 1-drops to counter for counterbalance or power balance, but casual EDH does tend to skew a little higher, so maybe the 2-drop is actually better for that. Felia do be a blinking dog. That's, yeah. Not the dog that does blinking, the dog you want to blink. Yeah, I don't mind Runaway Together over Bounce Off, though. That's a decent idea. Oh, did you build around Salvaging Station? Yeah, it's a fun card to play around with. I wonder if you're also a Lightning Greaves deck, because it's kind of nice with the commander. Maybe not. You can't target it then. Yeah. All right. Other fun early game card draw. What about like I You think the one drop bounce is always into the flood maw? I mean, this is true. One into the flood maw is better than every other one mana bounce spell. That card is broken. I mean, we could play Telling Time. Telling Time is kind of fun in this. So to look at the top 3 cards of your library, one in hand, one on top, one on the bottom. Instant, so it also works pretty well with your counterbalances and stuff. I'm a big Telling Time fan. You could play Jace, Vryn's, Jace Vryn's Prodigy. Jace Vryn's Prodigy gives you looting, and then he lets you like buy back a spell. It's pretty nice to be able to utilize them. And the cool thing about Jace is you have to remember his -3 is not the same as Snapcaster Mage. Snapcaster lets you like give something flashback with flashback equal to its mana cost. This lets you cast the spell. So it lets you do alternative and additional costs. So if it's a delve spell, you can delve, which is pretty cool. Flow state? We only have 12 sorceries. I don't know if this is a flow state deck. I don't hate the idea, but I feel like we're too sorcery light. I don't mind these 5 swaps though. I think this adds a little bit more consistency and the early game cantripping, looting effects that you want. This is overall, I think, a really cool deck. I am probably after the stream, maybe I'll work on. Whoops. There's a dog under my feet. I'm gonna work on my list that has power balance and counterbalance in it, and I'm very excited to do something similar. My list just isn't though, so it's cool to see the Jeskai take on this. All right, I want to move on to a few other decks, so I'm not gonna spend so long on this one. Although very cool list, I did really like it. Oh, interesting. I don't think I have ever seen this commander get played. This is kind of interesting. So this is a bracket 4 Osier Castlum. Let's get that copy. So this commander is, I think, powerful. I have a copy of it, and I just haven't found a home. So it's a 5 mana, 6/5 with trample. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library. You may put a creature and or land from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest in a random order. So if it does 1 damage and your top card is a Blightsteel, it can put that into play, which is pretty powerful. And then when it dies, it goes to the battlefield, tapped, transformed under its owner's control. And then if you control 10 or more permanents, you can flip it back around, which is really, really easy to do. 10 permanents on the battlefield is nothing. So it's a mono green commander that is powerful, and if someone goes to remove it, you ramp for your troubles, which is quite good. Just conceptually. Oops, I'm bonking my camera here, or mic. Just like conceptually, that's a good idea. Like it's a powerful thing you can do. It's very good in Maelstrom Wanderer. Oh, I imagine in the 99 of Medi decks. This is good. Yuri says you have a guy your LGS who plays him. Yeah, it's pretty strong. This is a cool commander. Okay. Now I do like that. I'm gonna be clear on these, but I do like that you have a bunch of things you're considering. I do. I'm gonna leave this category here because I think in bracket 4, anti-blue it gets way better, like way more valuable. And if you can get a seed time at the right time, oh my goodness. If someone goes end step, casts like a blue draw spell, and you're like seed time, and they tapped out for that, they could lose the game. This is a brutal card. I'm clearing your maybe board here. Select all. Get rid of this crap. Okay. Your wish list has Last March that ends. I need one of these too. This card's really expensive. Yeah, I love Seed Time. This card is just so awesome. Okay. Now bracket 4, you gotta realize is pretty fast and pretty combo heavy, which is what makes green a little tricky. Because if you're not the fastest combo deck at the table, you could very easily lose due to, well, other combos. Let's see what this user said. This is where Mono Green Timmy Stomping has gotten you. The intent is to use Ogre's creature cheating to either control the board or find various combo lines for infinite mana that attack through the deck. You really want to keep your creature count as high as possible and keep them 100% green. Sometimes it feels like your old big green stomping version worked better. Not sure if it's a piloting idiot issue or... since then, tinkering... Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Your major win cons are Woodfall Primus, Loops, Terrastodon, or activating Shaman of the Forgotten Ways after clearing all the creatures with a Thorn, Mammoth, Apex, Altastor, or Kogla. You intentionally avoid artifact win cons like Staff of Domination to keep the focus on creatures. Cool. That's fine. I don't think I was going to add Staff of Domination. All right. We have Birthing Pod, Emerald Medallion, Greaves, Soul Ring. We have 34 lands. Feels a bit low, considering we don't have that much fast mana. And one of them is Maze of Ith, one of them is Glacial Chasm. So really, it's like 32 lands. Sorceries, we have 2 big ones, that's it. We have some instance. There's no Beast Within. There's no Berserk. We have no interaction. Hall of Gemstones. This is a really cool stacks piece. If you haven't seen this card before, during each player's upkeep, that player chooses a color. Until the end of turn, each mana-producing land produces mana of the chosen color instead of its normal color. So on your turn, you name green, and all their islands tap for green, so they can't cast a counterspell on you. Of course, this can backfire. Again, if other people have combos, they can get you. Very good in mono green Omnath specifically, but it's a neat card. Cream of the Crop. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought this was a different card. Okay, that makes sense. All right, our ramp, I guess, is just dorks, which sort of makes sense. Okay. Right. Shaman of the Forgotten Ways. This card's fun. It's basically just biorhythm on a creature. I think I want to I want to throw this in the playtester for a second. Okay, all right. This should be good, right? I have a Soul Ring opener. Draw. Play this. Play Soul Ring. Play a Forest and Guardian Project. This enters tapped. I really needed that 5th mana. Let's pretend that was a basic forest. Then what? You cast the commander draw card, and then next turn, you hope to hit, deal, 3 damage or something. Cheat a thing into play? Huh. Okay, turn 1 dork. Card draw. Let's keep this. Draw. Dork. It's gonna be 3 mana. I don't know how to do with it. Play this Acolyte. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play Dude. Play this tapped. Play Haste. Hits for, I don't know, probably 3 to 4. Cheyenne play. I mean, that's good, I guess. Okay. Oh, whoops. I meant to go back to the deck. I don't know what the cycling land is for. I think you ditched that. Get rid of these. Get rid of these cycling lands. They enter tapped. I don't think we have space for tap lands. Just more forests. I guess you only need to hit 5 mana. I think we want more utility lands. I want to add Hall of the Bandit Lord. If you're gonna add a tap land, it should be this. It lets you pay 3 life, and then you give the creature haste when you make a mana. Obviously super good with your commander. Scroll Rack is really nice in this deck from personal experience. Same with Brainstone. Yeah, I was thinking about that, like a scroll rack. Now, if you do add scroll rack, fetch lands make it even better. So you would probably also want all of the green fetches in there. What's that like mono green commander from Kamigawa that like puts creatures on the top of your deck? Oh man, what is he called? Here we go. This guy could be pretty sweet. When your big creature dies, you just activate this and then you just whoop, put it right back on top. Could be pretty sweet. Maybe he's a bit slow. I like Skull. Like, I don't know about Brainstone. Brainstone's a little like, it's like one use, you know. I do like someone else's suggestion, Veil of Summer. Cards like this are really good too. If you have the extra mana, you just cast it, and then your dudes can't get countered, and you get to like play your stuff. I kind of wish we had like a little bit more ramp almost. I don't know. It's like hard to say because you really don't need that much once you cast your commander, right? Seed time. Yeah, I do like seed time. I like seed time and choke. I want to say you should add those. I'm just trying to think of what I would cut. As long as that monarch permanent control of Hexproof. Okay. I feel like Brutalizer Exarch is maybe too slow. Like, I know it can set something up on the top for the next turn, but you'd rather just hit, right? I think maybe that's a cut. It's 6 mana for like not enough value, and even if you cheat into play, it's only okay because then it just sets up for the next go. See, this is where you, like a thing that gives you a flash is really good because you have so many creatures that normally don't have flash, so this has like a way bigger impact. When this enters, destroy all creatures with flying. Put a counter on it for each creature destroyed this way. Sure. Terrastodon, Sorok and Gorklaw's pretty good. Spring on Taku's fine. What is this guy doing on any May not have any card, cast a creature, untap it. Okay. How much do you care about Obscuring Haze? I've found Bracket 4 to be pretty combo heavy, but I guess this prevents all damage, so it's not too bad. What does Teamer Guide do if you don't want to bounce anything? I guess you're right. Yeah, because that's true. If you bounce something, you might not be able to recast it. And then, yeah, it can protect your commander, but your commander already has some form of innate protection recursion. And if your commander gets removed, you're probably just casting something else instead. You're not really casting your commander, playing the Teamer Sabretooth, and holding up 2 mana. Whoa. Just stuff is falling off my desk. I'm like dog sitting, and the dog that I'm dog sitting, she likes to sit under my desk and just like knock things around. Your vigor's good. Woodland Bellower gets us. I guess it gets us like Llanowar War Tribe if we really want mana, or Eternal Witness. So that's probably useful enough. Yeah, what up, Skull? You missed the start of the stream. How we doing? I'm chilling. I'm chilling. I'm trying to decide on some cuts for this list. Is Cream of the Crop good? Has anyone in chat played this card? I feel like I always see it, or like people talk about it. I've never actually seen anyone cast it. Maybe Garruk's Pack Leader? Draws cards. You did have it in one deck. It's pretty decent? Okay. Man, I don't know. This is a tough thing to suggest cuts for. Maybe I do suggest Yeva, because like no, because you play it on 4 and then it lets you flash in your commander the next turn. It's pretty damn good. All these are good. This looks like a good deck. Which is, it makes it hard for me to do my job. Maybe Aquarian Ranger. Your commander doesn't have a use for it, really. I know when it's transformed, tapped, you can untap it or whatever. But you don't have like a big use for it. Maybe it's a little too low impact. Alright. Let's see. Teamer Sabretooth, Aquarian Ranger, Brutalizer, Exarch. Replace those with like Veil of Summer, Skullrack, Hu Tao. Not a bad idea. Elk Raid. This is what a real Twitch viewership feels like. Thank you, Elk viewers. Hello, Elk. What's up? How's it going? I'm reviewing decks. I'm looking at O'Hare Castlem. Although I think I'm just finishing this, so we'll pick another one. You just finished your deck reviews? Oh, nice. Yeah, I saw you were streaming, but I had stuff to do, so I wasn't able to tune in. Let's pick another deck here. How about oh, there we go. Uh, where was the salvaging station? Tragically, I couldn't squeeze salvaging station into that one. Probably gonna do some grocery shopping. All right, have fun, Ilk. Can you get one, or am I full? It's part of like a patron thing. Lord Arasat. So it's just like patrons throw stuff in a thread, and I just grab decks randomly. My energy is a lot more mellow than Elk. Yeah, because I'm not like a manic person like Elk is. I'm a normal, well-adjusted person. The UA deck is Cancer. You played. Oh, you played against this list. Oh, okay, yeah. Because I think you're in the chat here. You're his best. It's so hard to counter. All right, well let's see what this. I don't even know what Princess UA does. I saw the commander there and went, oh, I don't know. I don't know what this card does, so I'll click on it. When Princess UA dies, if she was a non-land creature, return this card to the battlefield tapped under your control. She is a land named Moon. She gains tap, colorless. She's still legendary. Tap, scry 2. This deck is good. I mean, I believe the deck is fine. No, Witch Pup. I'm looking at the Discord thread live. I just scroll around and like, I just like grab ones. If you posted one like, what is that, like 2 minutes ago or whatever, then yeah, I see it there. You played at your LGS. It's almost one-to-one the list. Oh, okay. What do you do with this deck? Can you explain what what this deck is? So you play your commander, what? You sacrifice it and then ramp? Question mark. This deck is cooking though. We got Planetarium of Wan Chi Tong. Scry 2, whenever you scry or surveil, look at the top card of your library. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Do this only once each turn. Yeah, cool. That's epic. Temporal Anchor at the beginning of your upkeep scry 2. Oh, I love this card. When you put one or more cards on the bottom while scrying, you exile it under this during your turn. You can play cards with it. The idea is that she becomes a copy of a permanent. And that permanent what? When Princess UA dies, if she was a non-creature, return this to the battlefield tapped under your control. She's a land named Moon. But they keep the clone ability? Copy commander equal copy as a planetarium. So you can clone powerful creatures as lands. Okay, wait. All right. Sorry, let me make sure I'm getting the rules here correct. So I have Princess Yue. I cast Clone. Clone becomes a copy of some random creature. No. Clone becomes a copy of Princess Yue, excuse me. Then it's going to die due to legend rule. It'll come back as a land, but it still has the clone text. So then it comes back as a land and then copies the text of a creature. Is that how it works? Why do I use Architect over Moxfield? Folders. It's literally just folders. I can share folders. Although I use Commander Template now for my decks. Is that how it works? So if I make a clone of UA, it dies, comes back as a land, then the clone can copy, let's say, Eulage, and then it has this text on it, but it's a land. Yes, exactly. Okay, wait. This is really cool. Wait, what the fuck? This is awesome. Oh, wait, this is a sick deck. So you could just have a Ledger Shredder. That's a land. Oh, that's really funny. Wait, this deck is sick. Okay, sure. Sure, I get it. Okay. All right, I like this idea. Its name is still Moon 2, so you can copy legendaries. Right. Right. That is so cool. What a sick deck. All right, what did you... Let me see what you said about this. You wanted to build around clones for a while. Honestly, I wanted to play a non-green lands deck, which is cool. UA does both. Main problem you're having is working with being attacked early and often. On account of your clones becoming lands, you actually, right, don't have blockers, right? Okay, cool. A Platinum Angel is crazy as a land. That is very true. I mean, you have to have Platinum Angel in play, right? So it's not that broken because you need to play Platinum Angel and have your commander in play and then also a clone. Very, very cool. That's really funny. This is a sick deck. I actually just can't get over how cool this deck is. All right, so let's think about what you can do to not die in the early game. And well, one of the easiest, most classic ones is just Propaganda. Is a really useful card. Or what about this? Jeering Homunculus. Jeering Homunculus, very clean 2-mana ETB go to creature. It is also an 0/4. So it's very easy to play this, pick a big creature, it attacks someone else, and then if they choose to attack you next turn, you just block with the 0/4. It kind of saves you from the biggest threat for 2 turns. And then, of course, if you want to reuse the effect, just clone it, which is pretty cool. Yeah, with with Clever Impersonator, you can turn Propaganda into a land, which is crazy. That's actually so sick. What? That's so cool. Yeah, this is really sick. This is actually like just such an awesome deck. I can't get over this. This is what I love about doing these streams is when I see a really cool deck like this. But yeah, Propaganda like totally works. Jeering Homunculus is just like a cheap way to goad something, and it's just like a blocker early game. A lot of these like quirky control decks really struggle early game, and trust me, that 0/4 wall status is like way better than you like would give it credit for. Wall of Frost, another classic. Like we can just go to the classics here. Whenever it blocks a creature, that creature doesn't untap. It's just an 0/7 with Defender. Weird things like this. Like I've been playing Aether Membrane lately. It's just like an 0/5 when something gets blocked by it, it bounces it back to their hand. Randomly playing stuff like this just makes it really hard and annoying to attack you, and it saves you a lot of life early game. Can you run a Crawl Space? Sure. Crawl Space is another good option. It's one word apparently. And then let's just go to EDH Rec and hit that Wall of Frost and see what pops up. Oh, this card, by the way, Captain America's Shield, crazy in Limited. I played it in Limited. I put it on my Thanos. And I just had an 4/12 Death Touch Lifelink Vigilance Beater. It was awesome. Oh man, you have. I was gonna say, is there a creature propaganda? There is in white, but I don't think there's one in blue. Weathered Sentinels is pretty sweet. It's not as good as You would think it is, but it's okay. I guess we could run more Aetherize effects. Those aren't too bad either. None of these are really what I'm looking for. Yeah, these are all kind of not what I wanted. Let's do, let's see, I'm looking at Wall of Frost here. Let's do Propaganda. Oh, what's another good blue? There's like Collective Restraints, but Collective Restraints isn't good in mono blue. You want to be like a 3 or 4 color deck for that to work. Some blink cards can hit lands. If you blink the land, it's just going to come back as a normal clone, right? I guess you just copy your commander again, right? And then reset it. I suppose that works. You could play Dissipation Field. This card's kind of neat. Whenever a permanent deals damage to you, it's bounced. So a lot of times players don't want to hit you with something unless it has an ETB, in which case they do, and then it's like a bit awkward, but you know, you win some, you lose some. So what's that? What's that Mind Maze card? Maze. Oh, here we go. Lost in the Maze. What was I thinking of? Mind Maze. Lost Maze is pretty cool. So, it's got flash. When it enters the battlefield, you put X. You tap X target creatures, and then you put a stun counter on each of those that you don't control, and then tap creatures you control have hexproof. This card's really fun. You can flash it in and tap your guy at instant speed to dodge spot removal. And then, or you can tap down your opponent's stuff and put stun counters on them, which also saves you from being attacked. What about Misleading Signpost? That card's okay. It's not horrible. It's like weirdly expensive. I almost don't want to suggest it just because it's like, it's too expensive for what it is. This card should be $1. Would Floodgate work? Floodgate. Defender Floodgate is flying. When Floodgate has flying sacrifice, excuse me. When this creature leaves the battlefield, it deals damage to each non-blue creature without flying equal to half the number of islands you control rounded down. This card's awesome. I don't hate it, honestly. It's kind of not bad. Other cards you feel like should cost more than $1? I mean, no, not really. I mean, in reality, every card should be $1, right? But, what I mean by that is like the card is expensive due to low supply and not high demand. So as soon as it gets printed anywhere, it'll just tank in price. So it feels very overcosted. Field of the Dead in mono blue? Yeah, totally. You got Command Tower, Cephaly Coliseum, Castle Vantress. In mono color, Field of the Dead is so good because you get all the utility lands and there's no real downside to running them. They're even running Yavimaya, and you could even run Urborg too if you wanted. It's pretty neat. All right, here's a list of like a bunch of cards that I think could help you with your problem. What would I cut from this list? I mean, obligatory like Arcane Denial is pretty booty, especially in a control deck. So I would recommend cutting it for something else. Realms sketching create a token as a copy target. Okay. Artifact creature or land. I guess this lets you copy the lands that you make, which is pretty funny. Ethereal Investigator. When it enters the battlefield, investigate X times X the number of opponents you have. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, make a 1/1. Okay. Eh? That okay. Oh, Loyal Drake's really sweet to make a copy of as a land. Malcolm is like a maybe here. Kind of doesn't do anything for your list, right? It's not useful to turn into a land. You have this creature enter as an example. Okay, it's a copy spell. Do you need Scare Tiller? How much ramp does this deck need? Feels like Mental Note, that'd be cheap. Yeah, if Mental Note gets a reprint, it's going to tank in price. If we're worried about taking damage early game, we probably want to trim something on the high cost of your high end of your curve. So maybe you look like, yeah, you got a lot of 4-drops. Maybe we cut back on the 4 CMC things. I know that's where a lot of the clones are. I guess this is in here for flavor reasons, but like, I mean, you could cut it. I think Scare Tiller is kind of whatever. Because the lands that you're putting into play aren't like actual lands. Are you putting clones into play that become lands? So that's I don't know how useful this is. I know your deck cares about lands in theory, but you're not putting lands from your hand or graveyard into play. The actual lands you want. When this enters the battlefield, you may have copy any creature other than okay. Oh, this is funny. Oh, is that why you have this? Because when it becomes tapped, you draw a card? Oh. Yeah. When it becomes a land, yeah, I see. Okay. Now I see what you said. Oh, man. Are there really no 4-drops that I can cut then? Maybe Archaeomancer. I feel like you have too many 4-drops, But I understand you need to keep a lot of these clones. And if actually a copy is a clone. Another clone. Yeah, these are like all clones. There's like very few 4-drops I can even recommend cutting. Yeah, it's kind of a tricky list because your deck has like a lot of redundancy, so it's like hard to cut it because you want all those effects. Yo, what up, Manny? Yeah, I'm chilling, just streaming a little bit of deck reviews. Nothing too crazy. Man, they make a clone in like every set. Is there a clone for every set? There's like a cowboy clone, we got a Egypt clone, we got a wall clone. I really didn't realize how many they just made because this one's the racing clone, the octopus clone, or a shapeshifter clone. Maybe we cut one of the 5-mana clones. Like maybe one of those, because you have a lot of them, and 5 mana is a lot. Okay, I think these are my cuts. And then you add some amount of these, like a propaganda or a loss. Obviously, Lost in the Maze is a really good card. I've been liking it quite a bit. Especially because like UA has tap scry too. So if this is in play, you could just tap your commander to give it hexproof with Lost in the Maze, which is kind of cool. I know there's a frog clone too. Is there a clone Japan? Yeah. Archaeo is a niche inclusion, just a nice clone target. It is, but if you clone it into a land, you get the 1 ETB and then that's it. It feels like one of the lowest impact ones. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of your instances of sorceries, other than like realm sketching, are kind of just like redundant. It's just like removal or card draw. There isn't like an instant that you're like, I need this back so I can like really win with it. Plus, you have cards like Misty Sanctuary that let you get stuff back anyway. So it's not like you're losing out on that effect. That's my thought on cutting Archaeomancer. What time is it? It's like 5. I'm saving that list because I'm gonna send it to the to the lads. And it's such a cool deck. Let's do like one more. 1 or 2. I guess we'll see how long it takes. All right, back at 3, Spellslinger with the Bloomburrow Ral, the Funny Wizard, Otter. Creatures must be Otter's restriction. Okay. Your big spells feel underwhelming. Okay. Let's take a look at them. Oh, that added way more words than I wanted. Oh, I forgot to. Never mind. Whatever. Import cards. Oh, freaking. Are these like reskin cards? What is Endwalker? Oh my god, it's just Brainstorm. So it's chat, remember these names. Brainstorm. And then what was it? Dole Armoroth? Oh, it's Manamo. And then what was the other one? Like glittering something? Glittering Caves of something? Gemstone Caverns. I hate these things so much. Like I actively just hate the reskin names. It's just confusing. Just make it the name. If this land is not glittering enough to be the Gemstone Caverns, don't rename it. Don't make the card. Don't print it. Absolutely obnoxious. I hate that stuff so much. All right. Okay, if I play against you, then I'll see the UA deck. I'm very interested. Not all of them are underwhelming, to be clear. Like bribery and those sorts of effects never seem to be a high impact at your tables. That's like a meta call, I feel like. Like bribery is one of those cards that is either going to be like the best card in your deck or the worst. And the reason is just simply it scales with the power of creatures at your table. If your table does not play big creature spells, this card is booty. Or if they play like heavy synergy piles, then this card is also booty. Yeah, what up? Do I select what decks I review based on what you find interesting or haven't seen before? It's a couple of things. It's mostly that, and also if you have a very short description, if you have like a 1-sentence thing, the odds that I click on yours are like 90% higher because then I don't have to read like a whole paragraph and figure out what your deck actually needs or wants. So this list, the reason that I thought this would be a good one to click on is because you had a very simple problem, which was you felt like the big spells are not high impact enough. So I can kind of narrow in on that and that sort of helps me, move through these somewhat quicker. Yeah, synergy piles are almost all the issue. I mean, I think Bribery is a good card. It's a great card to copy in general, but if your local meta doesn't use big creatures, they're just synergy piles, it's bad. I mean, I remember playing this against a deck, and I targeted them, and then I was like, oh, they're a mutate deck. And then it was useless. I just got like a 4/4 that does nothing for me because I didn't have any mutate cards. So if it's just not working, cut it, Never feel obligated to keep a card. Okay, so we have some extra turn effects. We have the Capstone. We have the Augury. Of course. Of course, I'll explain my reasoning. Maybe I should put that in the Discord posts more often. Yeah, let's start by I have mana value. Okay, perfect. Magma Opus, Commandeer. Well, Commandeer, you copy spells, right? Whenever you cast a spell, if it's the first instant or sorcery or first otter you've cast this turn, you may have target opponent draw a card if you do copy it. Commandeer is useless to copy, right? So I think this one is like an axe for that reason. If theft effects don't work too well for you, then you need more like standalone value. And I wonder if it even has to be like a big... It doesn't even have to be a big game ender, right? Like you could play Serpentine Curve. Serpentine Curve is pretty fun. It just makes a big fractal, and then you copy it, you double it up. Another card I really like is Commence the Endgame, which is pretty sick. It's uncounterable. You draw 2 cards, then amass X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. When you copy it, of course, you draw 4 cards. So this card is it puts a lot of power on board, because by itself, let's say you have no cards in hand other than Commence the Endgame. You cast it, you're going to draw 2, amass 2. Then you draw 2 more, amass 4. So it's like, you make... and then, if you have multiple cards in your hand, Commence the Endgame makes a pretty big zombie. You can easily make like a, 10-10 or something, or much bigger. If you have 6 cards in hand, it'll draw 2, put you at... I guess you go down to 5, draw 2, so that's 7... And then you draw 2 more, 9. So it's a 14-14. It's kind of cool. Also uncounterable. I'll say, yeah, no evasion is kind of awkward on these. But having a big creature is nice. You get to push in damage. And this type of deck can easily play... you can easily play something like Blast Act, and then... set up the next turn to do something like that. Also, you'll eventually get in, Yeah, there's this dang dog. Stop licking me. What are you doing? These are all creatures, right? They're all otters. Now, the other thing is with this commander is you want to be casting a spell every turn, right? So cards that can like untap your lands can be pretty sweet. Maybe Turnabout is kind of funny. So this lets you choose artifact, creature, or land, tap all untapped permanents of the chosen type, or untap all tap permanents of the chosen type. So this card's really fun to copy, because let's say it's your opponent's upkeep. You go cast Turnabout. I'm going to untap all of my lands. I'm going to tap all of your lands on your upkeep. If the token is big enough, it will live through the Blast Act. True. Um, yeah, Gush is okay. It's like decent to copy. I don't like bouncing my lands to my hand in Casual Commander. I always find that puts me a little too far behind. Mnemonic Deluge. What is this? Raise the Palisades. I don't know about Raise the Palisades. Oh wait, no, I was thinking of a different card. I'm stupid. Ignore me. Unlike stuff where you choose the modes on cast, this chooses the modes on resolution, so you can pick different modes with turnabout. Yes, correct. Most modal spells when you copy, you have to. I should have explained this. Most modal spells when you copy, because of the way modal spells work, you have to choose the same modes. This one lets you do different modes, which is crazy. Stuff to get your mana back on other turns would be sick. Yeah, I think the most fun to play with this deck was winning with Amanatu's Augury on top of someone else's combo. Yeah, stuff like that is like really cool. Sadly, this commander doesn't lend itself to using the card Quicken very well, which is kind of awkward. Twinning Staff, yeah, that's pretty good. Flame of Anor, your commander's a wizard, right? Yeah. Your mana base seems fine. Pearl of Wisdom. Cool. The blue capstone just copy stuff, right? It's probably not worth. You could play the original epic spells if you wanted, which is kind of funny. I don't know how much you want to do that, but you could play the blue one. Solve the equation just because we'll merge the scroll. Blast Preordain. I'm not a huge fan of Preordain Ponder in decks like this because they're sorcery speed. I guess you just cast it on your turn and then you cast the instant on someone else's turn. It's okay. I'm trying to think of how we can best optimize using the commander. The blue capstone was not exciting. Yeah, not for this deck. I think there's other lists where it would probably be really good. Let me go to my deck. Let's look at my Izzet deck. You can pull up some goofy blue-red spells that I'm playing. I am playing Expansion Explosion, which I do like in decks like this. That's not a bad idea. Oh, hey, no barking. Dang dog. Oh, you know what? This reminds me. There was a card that I missed from Strixhaven that I wanted. I'm totally blanking on. It's either an instant or sorcery, and it is indeed blue and red. Yeah, Rapturous Moments. Here we go. Draw 3 cards, discard 2, add blue, triple red. This card is crazy to copy. This card is definitely high impact to copy. You cast this, it's 6 mana, and then it gives you 5 mana back. So it's functionally 1, but if you copy it, you get plus 5 mana. So you go up 4 mana on it, which is pretty nice. And then you cast this, if you draw into something like a Crackle with Power, you have the mana to dump into it. Is Seagate Restoration in there? No. Should it be? Is that the one that draws a card? Oh no, this is the flippy one. Yeah. Oh, man, this card's like $60 now. $40. That's so annoying. Yeah, Seagate Restoration is better than Island. It's good to copy. Yeah, I like Rapturous Moment. It is similar to. It's got Jessica's Will kind of vibes in terms of copying it. Obviously weaker, but it is quite powerful. And being able to like double a Rapturous Moment into a Temporal Mastery is a good turn for you. Let's look at some more cuts. This deck overall looks pretty decent. Copying Seagate would be a loss at instant speed. Or sorcery. I mean, uh, mm, I mean, it's not great, but it's better than an island, right? It's like a technical upgrade. Uh, Man, what else should we cut? Gifts Ungiven. Is that useful in this deck? You just grab 4 cards, right? Do we even have a package for it? I feel like if you don't have something specific, it's kind of mid. Like, I don't see any, like, Snapcaster Mage type packages to, like, rig it so we always get the thing we want. There is Flashback. Maybe if you had a Past in Flames, but that's, like, a lot of mana. Pyretic Ritual? Gets your commander out 1 turn earlier. It's okay. I don't know. I think I don't like Pyretic Ritual too much in this deck. Especially because you don't usually want to copy it. Again, it's like a, it's not super great to copy because you want to copy the big spell, right? Not the first spell. You want to copy the Crackle with Power, not the mana to get to it. So, I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on Pyretic Ritual. There's only +1 mana. I know it's 4 if you copy it. Flashback and Mnemonic Deluge. Yeah, okay, so but with Gifts Ungiven, you pick 2 cards and then you grab Mnemonic Deluge and Flashback. They put those in the bin, you get the other 2 cards. Is that good enough? But if you don't have 9 mana, they just give you the Mnemonic Deluge and they make sure you don't get the card you want. Like if you have Gifts Ungiven, I think you want what's that blue card that that like flashes things back? Mission Briefing. I think you want Mission Briefing then. I know you get 2 rituals and 2 of any sorcery. Wait, 2 of any sorcery? When you cast a spell, if it's the first instant spell, the first sorcery spell, or the first otter spell, other than Elena, you cast this turn, you may have to target opponent. Wait. If you cast an instant, then a sorcery, it lets you copy both? Oh, wait. If that's true, this commander is way better than I thought it was. Okay, that does make the Pyretic Ritual a lot better then. Because then you can ramp into like your Rapturous Moment and then copy that. You put discard in your Master of Keys deck, now you're all discarding cards? Hell yeah. I think Mission Briefing plus Flashback makes your gifts packages significantly better, right? You pick the 2 bombs, you pick Flashback, Mission Briefing. Because Mnemonic Deluge takes like so much mana, Of course, I have my widescreen monitor. Yeah, I don't know. Does it look that bad? I have no idea. I don't watch Twitch, so I have no concept of if this monitor is bad. I can move stuff to a different monitor, then I guess stream off of that one. It's kind of awkward with my setup though, because then it's a monitor on the far left and my microphone's on the far right, and then I'm looking to the left and my microphone's in a weird spot. You can copy one instant, one sorcery in one order. Okay, this commander is way better than I thought it was. Okay, all right, we can keep the ritual then. That makes sense. I lightning bolt. I think yeah. Even if you copy it, I think it's a little low impact. You've got a deck. It's got 99 wastes. Boy, that's 100 wastes. Yeah. Inspired Tinkering could be good. So yeah, this card actually. Yeah. This card I play in my this card I'm playing in my CDH deck. Because if you can cast it for free or copy it, it's really good. It's Impulse, draw top 3, and then you make 3 treasures. So it functionally costs 2, and if you copy it, then it's effectively 0 mana, and then you exile the top 6. Pretty sweet. Pretty small and mobile at first, so you were confused. Oh, I guess, yeah, if you're watching on mobile. This is a hard stream to watch on mobile. Right? Isn't it? Portrait of Calamity. Reveal the top X cards of your library. For each card type, you may exile a card from among them. Put the rest in your graveyard. You may cast a spell from among the exile cards without paying its mana cost. If you exile 4 more cards, so if you hit 4 types, you get to cast them for free. Not sold. There are also 3 cards I usually think the copy, which is big. Unexpected Windfall, Pirate's Pillage. Yeah, they have Unexpected Windfall in here as well, and Big Score. How many basics are there? 8 of each. That seems reasonable to me. I think the mana base looks good, honestly. Elminster's Simulacrum. For each opponent, create a token that's a copy of one target. I think I don't like this card. I think I don't want my opponents to have big things. I think I want to mana drain their big thing and then cast my big thing. That's my thought. Portent is like bad Amanatu's Augury. Yeah, it's like really this thing is like really bad Amanatu's Augury. I don't think it's worth. Replace them with snow basics and play Scred. I don't think that's worth it. That is funny though. All right, I think I like these changes. The lightning bolt maybe you can keep. I don't know. I'm kind of low on lightning bolt in casual EDH. I guess you copy it here, but that's if you have your 6 mana commander in play. It's kind of okay. But I think these are my main ones. These as your big spells, I do agree, are kind of low impact. And I think like Rapturous Moment, Turnabout, Commence the End Game, and then one of these other ones could be a really sweet mission briefing, maybe. Would be like a really sweet additional ad. I think this might be better. Elka's gonna cry for me calling Portent bad. What, Portent of Calamity? This card is bad. Does Elk like this card specifically? Especially with a deck like this that's like huge amount of instants and sorceries. Like you might just hit 2 instants, 2 sorceries, 2 lands very easily, and then you don't have the 4 modes. There's only 1 Planeswalker, 2 enchantments, 8 creatures, 4 artifacts. It's like, it's not a good distribution. Yeah, you need to have so much for Portent to like actually work. Elk is the reason you added Portent? What? Okay, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Portent for X is 6. Copy. It's just 7 mana, by the way. X is 6. We're gonna copy it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We had creature, instant, sorcery, land. Okay, we barely made this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creature, land. So we can cast these for free. Cool. Let's start a new game real quick. Yeah, keep this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorcery, land, creature. Look at that. No fourth type. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3. No fourth type. And this is for casting it for 6 and copying it. Like, that is like ideal magical Christmas land. We're just not gonna get the freaking thing that often. Cool, we got it like out of 3 times. We got the 4 modes like once. And that's like with a lot of effort. You just don't have enough artifacts and creatures to make it work. And enchantments. I think this card is just bad. In this deck specifically. Like, you can play it in like 100 other decks that I'm sure it's great in. But in a deck that is really heavily skewed on 1 or 2 types is like kind of awkward. If you don't hit one of your 2 enchantments or 8 creatures, you're just never going to hit the 4 types. Solve the equations in the deck already, and I think it's pretty good. All right. Those are my thoughts on this deck. Yeah, definitely cut Portent to Calamity. I don't know what Elk is smoking. I think I'm going to call it there, chat. I think I'm going to hop off for now. It's been a fun stream. I will try and stream maybe some Spell Table games later this week. So look forward to look out for the pings in the Discord chat. And yeah, thanks to everybody. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. Thanks to all the Elk viewers who stuck around for this superior stream. I hope you enjoyed it. When you go back to Elk's chat next week or whatever, you should tell Elk that Portent of Calamity sucks. Yeah, of course. I'm glad. Hopefully, you enjoyed some of these ideas. And honestly, that UA deck is so cool. I really want to see that in action. But yeah, I gotta hop off.